Hey, what's going on everyone? So Jazzy being a new video on Duel Links, and today we are looking at Gustos. I'm so happy Gustos are in the game right now. All of them are rare and normal monsters, so they're not that hard to get hold of in the new box. And the reason why I'm so happy that Gusto are in the game is for the simple fact in the TCG, and it even says it on the Wikipedia, Gustos are known for shutting down OTK decks, stalling them out, being like a super, well not super heavy defensive deck, but being like really annoying for OTK decks because they can keep coming back from the graveyard, they can keep searching themselves out, they can take control of your opponent's monsters, they can do so much crazy stuff. So as you can see, the deck's on the side of the screen, but I'll also go over it for you right now. I'm having so much fun with Gusto. Everyone's like hyped about spellbooks right now, but I'm more of a Gusto fan myself. I will bring spellbooks to the channel, but right now I'm just loving Gusto. So this is my Gusto build right here. I am running the one Swiftbird Banjo. If it's tributed using a wind monster, return all spell and traps on the field to the owner's hand, meaning we can recycle powerful rebirths and all that good stuff we all know. Reese right here, not Breeze, Reese. Once per turn, you can return one card from your hand to the bottom of your deck to target one monster your opponent controls, one face-up Gusto monster you control, swap both them targets. It's like a permanent econ, it's so good. So what you can do is, when you have Reese out, really easy to do, and your opponent, let's say they have an Anarchy or a Dakini or anything like super powerful, you can basically just give them a Griffin, 800 attack, and take control of the monster forever. It's really strong. Beautiful effect, and 1900 with Quick as the Wind, it gets shoved up quite high. Griffin's a very powerful unit. I've seen people using Griffin with Dark World builds, which is really powerful to see. Awesome card. When this card is sent from your hand to the graveyard, you can special summon a Gusto monster from your deck. You can only use the effect of Griffin once per turn. I've seen people combo it with Snipe Hunter and all sorts of stuff. I will bring some more Griffin decks to the channel, so don't worry about that. I'm so upset that one's not glossy. Oh, nearly all three of them. We've got Cam right here. Cam's are well, basically the main staple of the deck. Once per turn, you can shuffle 2 Gusto monsters from your graveyard into your main deck, draw 1 card. 1700, very powerful 4-star monster. You basically recycle your Griffins and anything else that goes to the graveyard, you get a free draw from it. There's no downside, just a very powerful card overall. And we're running 1 Musto. Once per turn, you can target 1 Gusto monster on the field, and 1 face-up monster your opponent controls, shuffle the first target into your deck, and then if you do, negate the effects of that monster. So it just shuts down a monster your opponent controls. If they're trying to bait you into attacking it, you can negate its effect. Or if you just need to negate its effect in general, you can do so. Very good to see. We're running 2 Cosmic Cyclones in this deck for our field spell, Quick as the Wind. We get powered up by 500. We're running 2 Dark Cores, discard 1 card, target 1 face-up card on the field, destroy it. I was thinking maybe Tribute to the Doom, but Dark Core right now in the meta I think is better, because getting that monster banished instead of sending it to the graveyard is so much better. And it combos really well with Griffin. So you can like basically banish their monster, special summon a monster by sending Griffin to the graveyard. We're running 2 Mirror Walls, 2 Rebirths, and 2 Ultimate Provenance. The two Ultimate Provenance is pretty good because we're running 4 spells, and if we don't need to use them, we can use them for Ultimate Provenance in case we run into spellbooks, or if we need to negate a spell, we can do. So this is a deck. It's pretty simple, pretty effective, and just all around awesome. I'll show you a replay real quick. The deck does have some OTK potential. I faced a spellbook player. They was going ham sandwich using all the spellbooks like you know spellbook players do, and he underestimated my Gustos quite a lot and absolutely blew him back. So here it is. After this, we'll jump into some live duels with the Gustos, just so I can show you I'm in battle against some meta decks, because I am, well, the ladder did reset, so I'm in Legend. No, I'm not in Legend. I'm in Platinum 4 right now, so obviously I'll be facing quite a lot of try-hardish players. So right now he brings out his spellbook, he does all of his spellbook things. I have Gusto on the field, and I have a Mirror Wall set. This was like a kind of old build, because I was testing out Contracted Gusto, but I took that out and replaced it for other things. But same example. So my opponent's doing all of the spellbook stuff. He does use spellbook of power as well to power him up by 1000. He's still not strong enough, so he throws a face down, ends his turn. I activate Mirror Wall on his end turn, so I pay the 2000, get the field spell out, activate Dark Core, throw that to the graveyard, banish, and that's game. They can get to over 2,000 so easily, and with a Dark Core, like, banishing your opponent's monster, so they literally can't do anything. It's so powerful. So yeah, let's jump into some live duels right now and see what we can do with the deck. This is first time doing ranked since it reset, so let's hopefully get some W's because I really don't want to get some losses. End up down at Platinum 1. But if that's the case, I might climb to a Legend off camera or just record all of my duels up to Legend, up to King of Games for you guys and keep you updated on what decks I'm using and yeah, just overall everything like that. So if I hit King of Games this season when the ladder resets, I'll have a full row at the bottom of King of Games badges, which is pretty cool. So I'm going first. My opponent's going first. I get to attack first. He has a 25 card deck. This is an alright hand. It'll be good if we draw it into a Dark Core, I guess, because we got a random Griffin. We have no back row. Half of a deck's back row though. Dark Core right now would be beautiful. Wait, it's unaffected by other monster effects. So Dark Core. Oh, unlucky for my opponent. So I will send Griffin to the graveyard to banish his monster. Activate Griffin's effect. He has he can, what does that do? Add 1 level 7, oh he's adding a level 7, that's all good. Nothing's hitting the field right now. So right now we can special summon Reese. Yeah sure, we'll bring out Reese. We don't have the OTK, but we're close to it. Super unfortunate that we don't have a back row either, protecting us. But we can attack with both of our monsters. Put my opponent down on like 400 life points. And we're in a very good situation. Because if he does destroy, depending on which one he destroys, I can activate an effect next turn. So I think he's gonna return Reese to my hand and destroy the cam. We still haven't seen much back row yet. But it's all good. He should return Reese to the hand and destroy Cam. Yeah, there we go. Let's see if my opponent has any back row either. No, he doesn't actually do anything back row wise. So we basically win if we draw into our other Dark Core. Feels good, man. Cosmic Cyclone, that's even better, I think. Because right now we can Cosmic Cyclone. We should save... People might be saying you should have saved that for Sea Stuff attack, but I think I actually have game. So I'm just going to go in for it. Because right now I can activate that, do this. Activates effect by shuffling 2 Gusto monsters from my graveyard into the deck, and I get to draw a card off it. And we draw into another can't even talk, Cosmic Cyclone, so we're in a very good situation. We can destroy our opponent's monster. That's game. The deck recycles itself so well. We did get lucky drawing into that Dark Core though, but we opened up with like pure monsters, so we was bound to draw it into one of our spells or traps. So that was a pretty decent game, I guess. There's 50 gems. Feels good, man. Jumping straight into the next duel. I guess if you're facing against masked heroes, you'll really want to open up with your Ultimate Provenances or like some back row. But if you're facing like almost anything else, it even does very well against spellbooks. Because they recycle themselves so quickly. Plus most of them, well, everything but Griffin goes to over 2,000 attack. Once you actually get it onto the field with the field spell. I've got a feeling my opponent's going to be running Rock. Actually, it might be Sylvans. Hey, it is Sylvans. So super unfortunate for us that we drew into this kind of hand. My turn, he just ended his turn. That's a feels good man for us. If we draw into Dark Core, we'll probably be in a very good situation. This is when Tribute to the Doom might be better, but we'll see. We do have Powerful Rebirth and Wall protecting us, but I don't think he can do anything too crazy. We'll see what he does in his turn. Plus we can bring, yeah, he bricked badly. That's why Sylvan's like falling out, because people are starting to realise they are luck-based decks. Because even no matter what he did, I could have brought Birdman Joe out, returned his back row, and just popped off completely. There's a normal ticket. Feels good, man. Jumping straight into the next duel. We'll do one more. Let's see if we can win all 3 in a row. If I lose, I might do another one. But I am enjoying Sylvan's... I'm enjoying Gusto so much. And it's such a cheap... Well, the most expensive thing about the deck is obviously the back row. I said that to my people in Discord. They're like, what do you think of Gustos? They're pretty free to play. None of them are SRs or above. And I went, that's true. They are free to play, kind of, because you do need a powerful back row to go with the deck. It's similar to Dinos. The Dinos, most of them are free or very cheap to get. It's just the back row's expensive. But you can run Dark Worlds, like, back row with this deck, and it works extremely well. So... I don't recall him... Oh, he's using Balance. He doesn't have an extra deck. So what could it be? It could be Spellbooks. I'm going to just throw these 3 down and end my turn. That's not the best starting hand, but it's not the worst, so I can't complain. I would highly recommend using Quick as the Wind with Gustos as well, or trying to use like Restart also works pretty well. I know a lot of people in my Discord right now are testing out Gustos themselves, different variants of the deck, and seeing which one's the most reliable. We've been doing duel rooms and stuff like that, test them all out. So soon we'll have the information on which is the best Gusto build, and yeah, as soon as we find out, I'll bring it to the channel. But this one that I'm using right now, I just love it so much. It's so well, it's not super balanced, but it's good for like a starting deck, because obviously we're all still getting used to the cards and stuff. So if my opponent surrenders, that's an easy win, and I think it was a rank up. Our next match is a rank up. I think he bricks, but most people are seeing the Gusto monsters and they're like, I am not facing that. I have no clue what they do, and they just leave. Connection error, but that still counts as a win. So we got 3 wins in a row. Feels good, man. Well, the Sylvan player bricked, but that's his own fault because he's running Sylvans, and I kind of want to know what that guy's running. Let's see if it was Spellbooks. He was running Sylvans as well. He must have saw his hand, bricks, and left as well. It's nice to see all the Sylvan players are getting screwed over. So that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy. I'm loving Gusto. I hope you're trying them out yourself and loving them yourself. And yeah, if you like the video, please leave a like. It really helps our channel. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.